the better part of a decade, Laurel Bay played second fiddle to high-powered Lompoc in the Los Padres League. One of the most unique elements happens after the game. While Amber's teammates make their way here to the men's locker room, Amber makes her way here to the women's locker room, where she's accompanied by an assistant coach who waits outside. Hello from Arroyo Grande, where the junior weights just finished up here at Doug Hitchens Stadium, but it is a heavyweight matchup that headlines our opening week Friday night highlights slate. Former Sacramento Kings star Reggie Theus in his first year as Matador head coach. Northridge guard Stephen Maxwell, the reigning Big West Player of the Week. Gotta love the minutes Coach Calero's getting from Malik Love. Here finds Kyle Ottister from downtown. He was 4 for 4 from behind the arc. For complete coverage, head to our website, KSBY.com. Curveballs have always been a part of Jean Ann Ruck's life, some thrown, some taken. But at 36 years old, or perhaps better said, 36 years young, the player lovingly referred to by her teammates as Granny continues to swing away. And if you think that amount of money for Timothy Mozgov is a bit excessive, you're not alone, although the new salary cap, 64, there's some huge numbers that are being thrown. Mike Conley got $150 million, Dwight Howard got $70 million for 3 years, so I think we missed the boat on an NBA career.
If only I was a little bit taller.
Right, yeah, just a couple feet taller, we might be onto something. After a regular season that ended with just 10 wins and a postseason that ended abruptly here in Anaheim with the Mustangs' 20th loss, the question becomes, where does Cal Poly go from here? All Chris Brown has ever wanted was a chance. He got one at Cal Poly, and then after winning the starting quarterback job, Brown became one of the most prolific players in program history. And despite not hearing his name called during May's NFL draft, he'll soon get an opportunity at the next level as well. October 29th, 1960, one of the darkest days in the history of Cal Poly. And now, over half a century later, a somber reminder here at Spanos Stadium, honoring the 22 people who lost their lives. Curveballs have always been a part of Jean Ann Ruck's life, some thrown, some taken. But at 36 years old, or perhaps better said, 36 years young, the player lovingly referred to by her teammates as Granny continues to swing away. Jean Ann Ruck seemed destined for softball stardom. She capped an illustrious prep career at Buchanan High School in Clovis with a Valley Championship in 1995. And with college interest from all over the country, made a verbal pledge to Oklahoma State University, located in the heart of softball heaven. But it was the start of a personal living hell.
The NC2A called me and told me that they voided the scholarship, basically, so I had to start over. And then that's when things kind of went haywire.
Oklahoma State had recruited Ruck illegally. A new recruiting war began. Jean Ann committed to Cal State Northridge, but was ruled academically ineligible.
I had a lot of, I would say, probably like built up anger. I couldn't focus, concentrate, like I couldn't even sit still in school. The only thing I could think about was pitching, throwing, playing, hitting something.
She eventually wound up at Oklahoma City University. As a freshman in 1996, she was an NAIA All-American, helping lead her team to a national championship. But all the while, the academic issues persisted. Jean Ann was ruled academically ineligible again. So you get a second chance, it happens again.
I think maybe I was giving up on myself. There was, I don't know, just a lot of things that kind of led up to that.
She made a commitment to play junior college softball in Kansas, but by then, her academic life was already spiraling out of control. A softball career once filled with such promise, such potential, seemingly over. Jean Ann got a job, worked sales, even became a professional boxer for a short while, and for years, the self-admitted softball addict couldn't stand to watch the sport she once loved so much.
I simply hated myself. I was embarrassed. I mean, I had an entire community supporting me. I was really, 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 really disappointed in myself and ashamed.
More years passed by, and in 2012, Jean Ann returned to school, this time solely as a student at Cuesta College.
I knew who the athletic director was, and I jokingly asked him, hey, I'm like, is there an age limit for softball? And he's like, no. He's like, who are you?
And with that, the wheels were set into motion again. 17 years after her softball career seemingly had ended, Jean Ann Ruck was back. After redshirting in 2013 just to become academically eligible again, she starred for the Cougars this spring. And with the help of Cuesta head coach Sheila McGuire, Jean Ann is getting the best grades of her life. At the end of the day, why are you doing this?
I think, boy, have I made some mistakes along the way as far as my part goes, but with everything that I went through in my life and being back here with softball, I think that's why it came together now.
In sports, it is often not how you start, but how you finish. So much so that Golden State's record-setting season, by guard Klay Thompson's own admission, would be labeled a failure without an NBA title, a label the Warriors could avoid with a Game 7 victory over Cleveland tonight. Cavs, though, had other ideas. Game itself lived up to the billing. Good start for Golden State. Thompson for three, then Steph Curry weaving his way through traffic, 2+ the foul. Curry had just 17 points. Warriors, though, led by 7 at the break. Back and forth they went late, tied at 83. Thompson with a foot on the line. Warriors up by 2, under 2 to play, tied at 89. Check out this play by LeBron James, the chase down block on Andre Iguodala to preserve the tie. Still 89 all. Kyrie Irving under a minute to go. He knocks it down from downtown. Cavs up by 3. Curry had a chance to tie it late. His three, though, is off the mark. And for the first time in 52 years, the city of Cleveland has a champion. It's the Cleveland Cavaliers. They win 93-89. It's the first time in NBA history a team has come back from down 3-1 in the finals to win. James finished with a triple-double. He was the finals MVP. Draymond Green had 32 for Golden State in a losing cause. Golf now, where Dustin Johnson's career has in many ways been defined by near misses. 11 top 10 finishes in majors, but no major championships. He led after day 2 of the U.S. Open on Friday before a third-round 71 left him 4 shots off the pace entering today's final round. It was an eventful final day at Oakmont. Shane Lowry was the 54-hole leader. He had a forgettable Sunday, misses the par putt on 16. Lowry shot a 6 over 76, finishing a tie for second. As for Johnson, he got his round going early. Short birdie putt on 9. That moved Johnson into a tie for the lead. There was drama. He took a controversial penalty stroke, but he made it a moot point on 18. His approach rolls to within 4 feet of the cup. He'd finished that one off in style for birdie, and Dustin Johnson is finally a major champion. He wins the U.S. Open by 3 strokes. Major League Baseball, Giants looking to finish off a sweep in Tampa. 8th inning, 1-all. Joe Panik was the hero yesterday, does it again today. RBI single to right. Gregor Blanco scores 2-1 Giants. Still in the 8th, some insurance. Connor Gillespie into the right field gap. 2-run score, part of a 4-run San Francisco 8th. Giants win 5-1. They've now won 8 consecutive games. Dodgers wrapping up their series with Milwaukee. 8th inning, 1-0 Brewers. Kike Hernandez, a pinch hit, solo home run to left, his 5th. 1-all. 9th inning, bases loaded for L.A. Yasmani Grandal draws the walk-off walk. Dodgers win at 2-1. L.A. opens a series with the Nationals tomorrow night. Steven Strasburg and Clayton Kershaw, the matchup. That should be a whole lot of fun. Angels, a winner over Oakland. Blues drop a doubleheader to Ventura.